Hi there, we are continuing with Unit 5.11. This is part 2. Benin artists created beautiful objects dedicated to their Oba, who they believed was a living god. They assembled elaborate shrines and dedicated to the deceased Obas and placed royal portrait busts of Obas and queen mothers on the altars. During the 16th and 17th centuries, Benin Obas commissioned hundreds of brass plaques illustrating courtly scenes of the Oba and his attendants, royal hunts, ceremonies, and dealings with Portuguese soldiers and traders. The plaques adorned the pillars of the Oba's palace in Benin City. Sculptors used the lost wax casting process to create the plaques, which are 16 to 18 inches tall. Artists sculpted the fine details in the Oba's ceremonial dress and jewelry and frequently incised the background with leaf designs. Some of the figures are modeled in such high relief that they appear detached from the surface. The Cuba made their home in a land bordered by rivers and rich in natural resources. Cuba artists are skilled at many crafts. Woodworkers cover drums, boxes, cups, and containers with detailed carvings. Textile artists weave wall decorations and mats and cover them with rich embroidery. Artisans craft ceremonial jewelry, helmets, and masks and embellish them with natural materials. The Cuba Society is very hierarchical, and the Cuba produce art to reflect their status in the community. A Cuba leader is called a Nayim. Nayims are high-ranking members in Cuba society, commission artists to make special objects and clothing that they display or wear during court ceremonies, funeral services, and other rituals. Many African masks play a role in rituals to honor ancestors, gain personal power, teach, signify rites of passage or initiation, and ensure a bountiful harvest. The Cuba leader, the Nayim, and two other men wear masks and clothing made of bark or raffia cloth during initiation rites, funerals, and royal ceremonies. The most important Cuba ritual masks include Wash Amboy, Gari Amawash, and Womb. These three types of mask represent the creation story of the Cuba, how the first Nayim came to power, and the relationship between the Nayim and his people. The Cuba mask symbolism. Historians generally believe the Mwash Amboy mask represents the creator god, Woot, as well as the founding Nim, whom the Cuba associated with Woot. The long carved protrusion from the top represents an elephant trunk and symbolizes royal power. The Bamana began as an agricultural society along the Niger River. Skilled architects, they designed monumental palaces that demonstrated their rulers' wealth and power. By the end of the 18th century, Islam spread to the Bamana city of Segao Koro, where the people built 3 major mosques to which Muslims from surrounding areas made pilgrimages. The Bamana are storytellers with a strong oral history tradition. They give lavish performances that chronicle the lives of the wealthy. They also tell of the mythical Chiwara, a half-human, half-antelope creature who came from the sky to teach the Bamana how to farm. Bamana artists carve Chiwara masks from wood. The masks have the general appearance of an antelope, but they also incorporate other animals such as aardvarks. Artists always make Chiwara masks in pairs, a male to symbolize the sun and a female to symbolize the earth. Dancers wear the masks as a headdress attached to a basket that fits over the head. The dancers wear strands of raffia that enforce the performers' graceful gestures as they interpret the movements of the antelope. The raffia also symbolizes rain. Thus, Shihwara rituals honor the 3 forces of nature essential to successful farming: the sun, the earth, and water. The performances motivate farmers and celebrate the completion of their hard work in the fields. The male Chiwara mask on the left is abstract, with simplified forms of the antelope's head, neck, and horns. Zigzag patterns along the neck create strong positive and negative shapes and symbolize the sun's radiance. And the one on the right, the female Chiwara mask, which is also abstract, the antelope horns are straight instead of curved like the male's. The baby antelope on its mother's back represents humankind, another form of symbolism in Chiwara masks.